So these have been cooking for about 5 minutes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Looking good. Look at that color. You know, I always use a lot of onions because I don't like using sugar when I cook, and onions kind of replaces that sweet sugary taste of sugar. You know, if you want your food to be sweet, you just have a little sweetness to it. So there's a lot of onions. That's what I use. That's my secret. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters YouTube channel, where we emphasize play-based learning, wellness, and research-based solutions to issues in early childhood education. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, and share, and stay tuned for more exciting videos. Hi everyone, welcome back to Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters YouTube channel, where we emphasize play-based learning, wellness, and research-based solutions to issues in early childhood education. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, help us grow our channel. The other day, I think it was the video before the last, and I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. We did an appreciation video for 100 subscribers. Who would think? 100? What in the world? So we're so excited. We're growing. We have a new goal, which is 300. Help us reach our next subscriber goals, which is 300, by sharing our videos, by liking, by commenting, by subscribing and recommending to other people so they can subscribe as well. We promise to always keep bringing you research-based, educative, entertaining programming. So today I'm going to be making a USDA approved meal. If you're in the food program, you're a daycare provider, and you're in the food program, sometimes it can be a blur, thinking about lunches. Oh my God, what am I going to cook? And how am I going to match this with what the USDA prescribes? So today, we're going to make another meal. Last time, we made kale okra. Today, we're going to be making okay, here's the menu. Remember how we had looked at it the last time? So there's an infant menu which I don't use, but this is the menu for 1 to 12-year-olds, and this menu was provided by the Childcare Network. So on this menu you have the provider's name, you have the month, you have the year, and then you have the days as well. So today we're going to do another lunch menu, and I'm just going to use the Tuesday part. So first we're going to serve milk, because here it says milk, and milk is compulsory. So we're going to write, move this closer so we can see. So we're going to write milk here, and then for the meat it's going to be corned beef. Okay, for the fruit is going to be cantaloupe. And then for the vegetable, we're going to have carrots, and it's just a little space, so I'm going to write Italian up here, Italian peppers. And then for the bread or alternate, it's going to be the main thing, which is quinoa. And then at the bottom we're not serving anything else. So this does it. So this fulfills the USDA program requirements for lunch. So there's the meat, corned beef, there's the milk, and always remember is 1% milk up here. So there's the milk, there's the corned beef, there's cantaloupe, carrots and Italian peppers, and then quinoa. So let's get our cooking. So this is the corned beef. So this is the quinoa I'm going to be using, and you can see it's whole grain, and the USDA program encourages us to serve at least one whole grain meal a day. So this fulfills that requirement. So I'm just going to take half of this. We always get this because it's whole grain, you know. So I'm going to take half of this bag and get it ready. So when I cook my quinoa, I cook it almost as I cook my rice. So I do like a double rinse here. Make sure it's clean. So when I wash the quinoa, those grains are so tiny, you know. I don't want to lose lots of it when I wash it. So when I wash it, I do a double rinse. See the first one, I put some warm water, and then I use the filter it, or the strainer, you know. And I do that first filter, and then I wash it again. Those grains are real tiny, so I have to be careful so I don't lose all my quinoa. I want every little bit of it. Okay, so I'll put this back and strain it again. So I'm using this little tiny, small strainer because it keeps those grains in here. Okay. And I just put some more water. Let's put this away. Just put some more water, and I'm going to boil this for 5 minutes. I'll put a little bit of salt as I boil. I did go ahead and filter the water after 5 minutes, but here it is. It's gonna be cooking. I'm going to let it cook for another 20 minutes or until it's soft enough, and then we can do the other thing. So the quinoa is looking mighty fine. I do want to let the water dry on it, but it's cooked. And it smells good. I think I love quinoa. I love it. I love it. However it's prepared, I just love it. There's some rich goodness to it. So I'll let this dry, and then we'll come back for the baking part. Look at that. See how it's kind of drying up? Just a little moisture left. That's exactly how we want it. Looking good. Look at all that quinoa goodness. So I did go ahead and take it off the stove, and I'm just gonna put it all in this bowl while we get ready for the sauce. We're getting ready for the best part of this cooking. Put some oil in the pan, about 3 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to let that get hot and sizzling so I can prepare the sauce for baking the quinoa. That oil is nice and hot, so here comes some onions. And these are the Italian peppers. I always want to make sure every piece is done. And this is This is tomato paste that I had made by myself by blending tomato and just boiling it till it was dry of moisture. And we're going to let that simmer. I'm beginning to get excited, but we're going to let this cook for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and season it and turn it. So these have been cooking for about 5 minutes. Looking good. Look at that color. You know, I always use a lot of onions because I don't like using sugar when I cook, and onions kind of replaces that sweet sugary taste of sugar. You know, if you want your food to be sweet, you just have a little sweetness to it. This is a lot of onions. That's what I use. That's my secret. So next I'm going to add this delicious goodness of cherry tomatoes and just stir. It's getting exciting in here. Woo. It's getting hot in here. No, just kidding. It's getting exciting. Oh my goodness, you have to smell that. And I didn't even season it yet. So, but I'm going to go ahead now and add the seasoning. So starting with some garlic powder. And then we're gonna add some black peppers. And our very own best friend here, some parsley. We're going to add some curry powder. And last but not the least, some Knorr cubes, these cubes. Okay, some Knorr cubes. And I'll just stir. Look at that color. Look at that color. The smell, it smells so good. The color is on point, and I bet you the taste will be too when it's ready. So I'm going to let this cook for 25 minutes.
No, they're not.
So while this deliciousness is sizzling, I'm going to add the last thing, which is turmeric. Just a little bit of turmeric. And still going to let it simmer and cook for another 10 minutes. Okay, so this is almost ready to add the corned beef. So because I have one child here who doesn't eat red meat, I'll just take a bit of this sauce and put it away because I'm going to cook his separately. And then I'll add the corned beef to the main sauce. There goes and I'll just turn. Okay, so I'm just gonna add half a cup of water to this sauce. And let it cook for 2-3 minutes, not for long though, because the veggies are cooked, everything is cooked. So we'll let it cook for a little while, 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, this has been cooking for 2 minutes. Now we're going to bring this good boy back, the quinoa, and I'm going to put it all in the sauce, all of it. Put this all in here. So I did turn the heat off, and I just want to make sure I have all the sauce in here, and we're going to put this in the baking pan. So I'm going to make sure I get all the deliciousness from here into the baking pan. Ooh-wee. Looking good, smelling good too. Yum. Put it all in here, spread it all out, give it space to bake nicely. While I'm working with this, I'm trying to get it baked. I'm going to turn the oven on and put it on 350. And then we're coming back to that deliciousness, and I'm going to add these onions to it. Just spread it out. More onions, spread it out. Okay, so now the oven is ready. I'm going to, use this aluminum foil and put this in the oven for 10 minutes. So while the quinoa is still baking in the oven, I'm going to be cooking the carrots. So I always boil carrots that I'm going to serve the kids, because it's easier for them to eat and also helps prevent against choking. So I'll cook and then I'll cut them in bite-sized pieces for them. I don't put anything in the carrots, because carrots are generally okay by themselves. So I'm just gonna boil this till it gets a little soft. So while the quinoa is baking in the oven, I'm just going to wash the cantaloupe in some warm water, and I'm going to cut it. So the quinoa, ooh, look at that deliciousness. Yum. So this just came out the oven and it is looking yummy, delicious. So I want to show you how I will serve it. I have the cantaloupe right here. I have the Italian peppers, the carrots, the steamed carrots, and then the quinoa, the baked quinoa. So this is how I will serve it in portions to the kids. This is so good. Thank you for staying tuned today, and I would like to remind you that miracles still happen, prayers still get answered, and everything is possible. Until next time, subscribe, like, share, help us reach our next 500 subscriber goals, and bye.